This is Minecraft's newest mob. It's called the Creaking, and it lives in the Pale Garden. Now, in a previous video, I explained that the illagers are actually the ones that created the Pale Garden, except I'm not really sure what created the Creaking. But these new Minecraft snapshots reveal what the Creaking really is, and it's actually tree sap? Let me explain. So, the Creaking only attacks you when you're not looking at it. Basically the opposite of an Enderman in terms of behavior. Furthermore, it's an asymmetric walking tree with 3 orange eyes, which seems really weird. Not only is the Creaking the only mob in Minecraft with orange eyes, I swear, don't say black cat in the comments, but it's also the only mob with 3 eyes. This seems very odd, and that combined with the fairly new introduction of Resin makes me think that the Creaking is made of resin. If you don't know what resin is in real life, it's basically just tree sap, kinda, but that's for geology class, and I only talk about Minecraft. So anyway, resin is a brand new block and item family relating to the Creaking. Its most common form is the resin clump, which can be smelted into the resin brick, then a block of resin bricks, then a whole bunch of other resin blocks. Anyway, these things are the exact same color as the Creaking's eyes, and the Creaking only spawns from Creaking hearts, which are crafted with 2 pale oak logs, with resin in the middle. That's some lore right there already, but there's more. You see, in a previous video, I explained that the illagers, which are pillagers, evokers, and vindicators, are the original creators of the Pale Garden, but I never really explained what the Creaking is made of, because there wasn't enough evidence to be certain of what the Creaking really was. So, quite frankly, I didn't know, but now I do. You see, other than the most recent Minecraft snapshots, Mojang released a video about the illagers 9 days after I posted mine. So yeah, they copied my video. Anyway, in the video, Jeb specifically said that Minecraft will get more illagers in the future.
You will definitely see more of them in the future.
And funny enough, there's actually an illager that was added years ago that was never officially made into Minecraft, but can still be summoned through commands. That's right, I'm talking about the Illusioner. The Illusioner is an illusion. It creates clones of itself and blinds you, and that's kinda it. But because of what Jeb said, I think they'll polish this mob and make it more useful, just like how you can make the subscribe button useful. Seriously, it only takes 1 click just below this video. My goal for this year is to hit 10k before 2025, and I'm kinda in a race with box shorts, so if you could subscribe, that would mean a lot. Anyway, I think Jeb is trying to say that they'll fully polish the Illusioner and make it useful, or they could not, and they could just be difficult in raids and Woodland Mansion, like the Vindicator. You see, the Vindicator is kinda the most useless illager currently. It doesn't really drop anything useful, it just attacks you with an axe. This is majorly different from every other illager so far, because pillagers can give you raid omen, which enables raids to happen, and evokers drop totems of undying, items that literally allow you to cheat death. So yeah, it's pretty much confirmed that the illagers made the Creaking. Think about it, illagers can only spawn in Woodland Mansions, and Woodland Mansions can only spawn in Dark Oak Forests. Pale Gardens can only spawn directly next to Dark Oak Forests. So yeah, the illagers and the Creaking are definitely connected, not to mention the fact that the illagers run away from the Creaking immediately after spawning. But I hear you, this is a coincidence. You're making too many assumptions. This video is a mistake. Well, take a look at this feature that was updated recently. Resin can now be found in Woodland Mansions. Lol, that confirms my illager theory. Illagers created the Creaking. I mean, how else would it be created? But how was it created? How was the Creaking created? Well, there are these flowers that were added to Minecraft along with resin called eye blossoms. They're literally just white flowers with the Creaking's eyes on them. No, like literally, it's right there. Anyway, these are not really important to be honest, because the real most important thing is the resin family of blocks and items. Sure, there's walls and blocks and slabs and stairs, but look at this, chiseled resin, and guess what? It has the Creaking's face on it. Okay, not a big surprise there, but what about the other chiseled blocks? Chiseled nether bricks have a wither skeleton on it, most likely resembling the wither. Chiseled deep slate has the warden on it, making for lore in the ancient city. Chiseled sandstone has a creeper on it, and that's just some of the chiseled blocks. There are a lot more uninteresting ones. This just supports my theory that the Creaking is made of resin. Also, when you strip a log, you see the stuff below the bark, meaning that you can see inside the log. But when you strip a pale oak log with an axe, you don't see the orangeness, you just see pale, which further confirms that the Creaking is man-made, or should I say illager-made? Yes, I should. Here's my theory. You know how in Woodland Mansions there are statues of illagers? Well, if you dig inside those statues, you can see 1 block of lapis. MatPat already explained that the illagers tried to literally inject lapis into the heads of other illagers to make them magical, which worked, and that's why illagers' eyes are blue, from the lapis. Anyway, what if these illagers injected resin into the trees, and then accidentally made the Creaking heart, which is the thing that can spawn the Creaking? You know what? I might have a story that connects this all together in a satisfying way. Listen to this. The illagers that we talked about in a previous video had been planting trees in the Pale Garden one day. This was after their skin turned gray, and they had already been working for so long that it was now night. But then they noticed that there was something new that they haven't discovered yet, just hanging off of the trees, and it was called resin. So they took this resin and put it between 2 pale oak logs as an experiment, and to their surprise, it didn't do anything. It really just killed the log, putting dark spots in the block. And that was about it. The villagers honestly thought they killed that log, so they put it back in the tree because it didn't matter anymore. But as they were walking away, they heard it. The creaking heart has awakened. They look back, and the creaking heart is now transformed from a dead log to a fully alive, bright wood log, fueled by resin. They were very confused by this, so they went towards the block and tried to mine it. But just as they were doing that, they got hurt. They turned around and they could not believe what they saw. It was a 3-block tall walking tree with 3 bright orange eyes, and it was out for blood. Terrified, the villagers sprinted away from the creaking and went back into their woodland mansions and kept any extra resin in their chests, never to be touched again. To this day, if an villager walks near a creaking, it runs away instantly because it's terrified of its own creation. So that was the story of how the creaking was made from resin, or tree sap. If you have any more thoughts on this, join my Discord server, link in the description. Anyway, thanks for watching this UY Team Minecraft video, and until next time, undefeatable army.